Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ember, and today we are continuing our One Piece journey with Volume 53. This one covers, what do we got? Chapters 513 through 522. So this is the chapter where Kuma makes everyone disappear, all the way up through Boa Hancock agreeing to take Luffy to Impel Down. This is probably one of the fastest paced volumes I've read in weeks for One Piece. Like, this just fucking flew by. It reminds me like, just paring it all the way back down to just Luffy, made it feel like way more like one of the earlier volumes. And the paneling kind of matched that as well. But let's talk about that first chapter bit before we dive into Amazon Lily. So, this is the big fight against Kuma, and he just makes everyone disappear. I still haven't... So, I guess he just teleports someone, but it makes them, like, fly through the air, which is weird. But in any case, this was kind of a terrifying chapter. Like, there's some... Like, if I didn't know that everyone was going to make it out of this okay, this would be very tense. Like, yeah, there's some panels that are just, like, kind of like, ooh, Oda, you're making me upset already. What the fuck? Yeah, just a really solid opening chapter that was super tense, and then we jump right into Amazon Lily, which, as I probably should have expected, Amazon, Island of Women, makes sense. We finally meet Boa Hancock. She's very pretty, and also very fucking mean. Like, there's a... Where is this panel where in her introduction, she kicks a kitten. Like, what the fuck? What is this, JoJo? What the fuck is going on here? So I'm all over the place. It looks like Oda's taken, like, the standard, like, Amazon Warriors story, no men allowed thing, and put his own, like, One Piece spin on it, which is very fun. Boa is a very fun character. She's dramatic, exciting, has some great dialogue. Immediately, really solid character. And I like that she's sort of developed this cult of worship around her with all of the Amazons basically, like, being in love with her beauty and such. And that her devil fruit power kind of relates to that. With the... I forgot what the name of the fruit was, but it, like, she can turn people to stone with her feminine wiles. Which... Interesting. And then we had the one Navy admiral who stabbed himself just to not... so that he wouldn't be turned to stone. So it's not a totally undefeatable devil fruit, but certainly a difficult one to overcome. Not for Luffy, though, because he isn't even bothered by it in any capacity whatsoever. So, at this point, we could probably speculate that Luffy is just asexual, maybe? Or Ace or Arrow, somewhere in that category. Or he's just an idiot. Probably both. Probably both. So, interesting little twist there, though not super surprising. And I do like the rapport that he slowly builds up with Boa. Like, he starts off, like, just completely fucking hating her because, I mean, she's acting, like, super fucking evil. And the paneling to convey that is really good. And then Um, yeah, this feels like East Blue One Piece, to be honest. Like, just this arc. It's so tight. Um, Still has a lot of ideas in it, but it's not super heavy on dialogue. Um, but yeah, and then we get this turn, where, oh, I have to talk about. I'm losing track of what I'm talking about. I'm just very excited over this hell. But eventually we get to the point where Boa is just in love with Luffy, which is fucking funny. That was a great fucking turn at the end of this, where it's like she's struck with a fatal illness that can only be cured by leaving the island. I'm like, okay, so is there something on the island that just makes people sick? And then the granny character's like, no, she's just in love. I'm like, God damn it, Oda. Yes, this was a nice little arc for Boa throughout this volume. Very, very fast, but entertaining nonetheless. And then there's also the idea of that Boa and her sisters were former slaves to the Celestial Dragons, and we got that. I want to see if we can find that panel again. We get the reveal of the hoof of the Celestial Dragon. There it is. Which Luffy had apparently seen before on Hachi's forehead, but it turns out that was the mark of the sun, which was Tiger Fisher's pirate crew, which was made up of former slaves, and they rebranded themselves. Really cool idea of a slave liberator turning slaves into free men and rebranding them as such to remove their past. So, really liked that idea. I feel like something similar may have happened with former slaves in America. I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds familiar. Either that or it just sounds really cool. This idea that, like, we actually... Very legitimate reason for the man-hate from Boa on this one. Implied not so great things happening to her when she was a slave. I think we can follow that to a conclusion. But yeah, that was just it's been a while since there's a character who is just this punchy and just tightly written right out of the gate. Love Boa Hancock. She is great. This volume also has the introduction of, the proper introduction of Haki, sort of. Which I guess is One Piece's key of sorts, their aura. Which I was not expecting One Piece to have at all, to be honest. I thought it was just going to survive on Devil Fruit powers most of the way, but I guess I'm not upset by it, but we'll see where it goes. We'll see if Oda can do something interesting with it that hasn't been done 1,000 times before. So this is essentially the aura of the One Piece world. And of course, Luffy can just fucking use it without even trying when he gets really angry. Where's that panel? Yeah, where is that? Yeah, so... Sorry, I'm trying to find... There we go. Just him, God, there's so many fucking great panels in this volume. And some really great action choreography as well to go along with it. But yeah, so... Of course, Luffy can just use it without even trying, though he doesn't even know what it is yet. And they refer to him as a supreme king, like a natural born king or something, which was what they use, and they compare him to Tiger Fisher is it Fisher Tiger or Tiger Fisher? I can't remember. Whatever. But yeah, not surprising in any case. There, Luffy is very much already established to be in the Chosen One category with the Will of D and such. So, makes sense for Luffy to just immediately be able to use these kind of powers. Very interested in what direction Haki will go as a battle power. Hopefully it's more interesting than the standard applications of it that we've seen in other shonen works. And then of course this it ends with Luffy finding out about Ace's impending execution, and he's kind of forced to choose between Ace and his crew, and he makes the very rash decision of, I need to go save my brother. So I'm sure he trusts his crew will be fine for a little bit without him. But his brother is on a much tighter timeline. So, and that sets up all the stuff leading into Impel Down. At first I thought that Impel Down was part of Enies Lobby, but I guess they're different places. Like, we even get like a little map showing where all the big Navy places are located along the I guess that would be just this current of waters and stuff, and they kind of show how the opening of the gates allows people to enter these areas and such. But yeah, this was really solid volume. I feel completely revitalized, and I feel like this is finally rushing towards what I know in English Viz is referred to it as Paramount War. I think it's called Summit War as the saga. So very excited to see the absolute chaos that is about to kick off. Also excited to see if the rest of the Straw Hats end up showing up, because they might just be gone for a while. I doubt that they will be gone for very long, but who knows? Maybe they'll show up to help Luffy. But that's for another time. Again, very strong volume, very excited after reading this. But in any case, be sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video and want to see more. And leave a comment down below about what you thought. What do you think of Boa Hancock? I fucking love her. She's just almost Disney villain-esque, but also anime. And very sexy, and I like her. But that's it for now. My name is Ember, and I'll see you next time.